Welcome to Creator's Head Studio. I'm Tom Arcu, feature film producer, director, screenwriter, and novelist.
And I'm John Colton, creator of ColtonComics.com and writer of Paul Bunyan versus Dracula.
Big news! James Gunn has just dropped an image from Superman. It's going to be out July 11th, 2025. We're excited. We're excited about this image.
I don't think anyone who's not into comic books has ever seen anything like it. But it was Superman and his dog Krypto looking at planet Earth. It tells us a lot of things about the movie and just kind of what the tone of the movie is going to be.
Right.
And that's really got people excited right now.
Excellent. So when you saw that image, how'd you feel? Instant reaction.
Wow, he's really doing something different. And it seemed like for years and years, the studio was going through all these various concepts, trying to come up with some way to make Superman fresh, some way to make him relevant to modern audiences. And James Gunn has a fresh take on Superman. Let's do it like the comic books.
How about that?
And seems like a wild idea, but it's really simple and straightforward. Give the fans what they want.
So a couple ideas about what you don't know related to this image. There's another detail that you know about there, John, about a dog in James Gunn's life.
The Hollywood Reporter had an article about James Gunn and how he had adopted this dog and how it really kind of changed his perspective on dogs and him going through all the trouble with this dog, thinking about, you know, what Krypto would have been like. And that's why he ultimately decided to include it in the movie.
Yes, absolutely.
And, you know, that's a lot of fun too, because, you know, he's the writer. It's going to be coming from the heart and he'll be drawing on real experiences.
Absolutely. And that's what we writers do as screenwriters working together. We pull from real life. We pull from what inspires us. We pull from what bothers us. And here's the thing, going back to the idea of what you don't know, is that in 1976, a movie broke ranks with a bunch of other movies. In the 70s, tons of movies were down and horrible. And look at how people are when they are in their base space in terms of being angry and vicious and horrible. And instead, Rocky shows up in 1976, and it's uplifting, it's hopeful. It's realistic, though. I mean, spoiler alert, from 1976, Rocky doesn't win. But he does win on the level that he proves to himself that I'm not a bum. And he proves to himself that I can go the distance. So, you know, he has an understanding of value. Now, some people may hesitate about the word self-esteem, but the idea is feeling capacity, that you can be competent and that you can do your best and that you can have dignity, all in Rocky, 1976. Whether it's the next film or whatever is your next project, you got to stay strong. You're a creator, and we here at Creator's Head Studio want to support you. By the way, I support creators to stay strong and protect themselves with courses. This is one of my courses, Success Secrets, Confidence and Skills to Handle Toxic People. Now, have you felt held back by toxic people who drain your energy? You can be the hero. You can be strong. You can take care of yourself. You can set smart boundaries. You can make things happen so that you stay that creator that you are. Look in the description below for the link and check this out. Success Secrets, Confidence, and Skills to Handle Toxic People. All in Rocky, 1976. That opens the door. 1977, Star Wars walks through the door with something uplifting, and they call it a modern fairy tale or something like that, but it's still empowering, it's energizing, it's got hope. In fact, ultimately it's called A New Hope when it's retitled. Then what happens in 1978, Superman, the movie, comes through with Christopher Reeve, and that, you might say, keeps the door open. That's a transition, and we're ready for a transition. All you have to do is look at broadcast news. You'll get plenty of darkness, but what we need is hope. And let me tell you something that gives me hope at any age. So today I was at the facility. My mother's in hospice. She's 93 years old. She's got X number of days to stay on the planet. and I'm feeding her and I'm taking care of her. And then she says she wants bread. An 80-something-year-old woman who lives in the bed a bit away from my mother in the same room, she gets herself out of bed into a wheelchair, wheels herself over, and gives her bread to my mother because she probably was raised with the values of like Superman from Smallville, be a good neighbor, do something good. And this is what gets me is that we are hungry for value and virtue and hope and uplifting and elevating people. We are hungry for it. And James Gunn is coming through. And when I saw that image today, I am so glad you sent it my way. I said, we have got to talk about this.
I think you nailed it there. I think people are ready to be uplifted and to be inspired. Mark Miller, the famous comic book writer,
Right.
he responded to the image today with a tweet, and he said, there's something poetic about Gunn Superman showing up when all hope is lost and rescuing cinema itself.
Wow. James Gunn was recently quoted as saying, my objective is to do my best in telling stories. Well, this is the right film. He's the right director, writer, and I think we're going to get some best happening here. Tell us what you think. We would love to know that. By the way, I'm wearing my favorite t-shirt, and my second favorite t-shirt is John's t-shirt with the Superman logo. But we want to let you know that we appreciate you supporting the channel by watching us, liking, and subscribing. And you can also get some Creator's Edge merch, whether it's a mouse pad or a t-shirt and other stuff, because we would love for you to really celebrate with us. We are celebrating artists who go out there and have something to say and share and uplift people and energize people. And that is what we do here. Because remember, here at Creator's Edge, we don't just talk entertainment.
We create it.
Absolutely. Catch you next time.